Let's make the most delicious homemade chicken stock using our leftover chicken carcass. Did you know that when you buy packaged stocks, beef stock, chicken stocks, they are filled with preservatives and unnecessary ingredients that we just don't need? And it's actually so easy to make your own stock at home that is nourishing and so good for you. So all you're going to need is leftover pieces of chicken. So I've got my whole chicken carcass, which we are going to add straight into our pot. Now you could also roast this in the oven to really draw out more flavor, or if you're short on time, you can simply just add it straight into the pot. Now, of course, we've got all the classic flavor builders here. We've got some cloves of garlic, which I've peeled and smashed. We have got one whole brown onion, which we're gonna add in there. Of course, we've got our carrot, which adds beautiful sweetness. We have celery, and I am also going to add in some of this parsley. That is going to be the base of our flavor. I'm adding in a couple of dried bay leaves, but honestly, you can add in whatever herbs that you have on hand that you think will add a beautiful flavor. Have a go, try what you want, get experimental, that's what makes this fun. Now, one of the most important things that a lot of people don't realize is that by using apple cider vinegar is going to enhance not just the flavor, but the nutritional properties of your stock or your bone broth. Now, by adding in, let's just do a capful, so about a teaspoon of the apple cider vinegar, what that does is it draws out the minerals in the bones, making the nutritional profile a lot higher than if we used it without it. Once this simmers away for a couple of hours, you don't taste the apple cider vinegar even in the slightest. We're adding in some black pepper. You could add whole peppercorns if you have them. Of course, we need some salt. Salt is going to bring out all of that delicious flavor. And that's literally it. This is your base. Like I said, you can continue to add any other herbs, any other veggies that you have in the fridge that you want to add in there, like zucchini or corn for extra sweetness. But this is the base of a perfect chicken stock. Now we're gonna fill it up to the brim with some water. We're gonna pop this on the stove, and it's just going to simmer away for anywhere between 2 to 4 hours. Now I know you're probably thinking, what's the difference between stock and a bone broth? Bone broth is when we use a lot more bones and we slow roast it for anywhere to 24 to 48 hours. So if you do want to make a bone broth, this is your base. Pop it in the slow cooker or on the stove, but you will need to cook it very low and slow for anywhere up to 48 hours, okay? But with the chicken stock, we only need a few hours to draw out that flavor and get all the goodness from our delicious leftover pieces of chicken. So let's do it. So once you've allowed it to simmer away for a few hours, it'll be beautiful and golden. You just want to strain it and then pop it either into a jar, which you'll use for the next 2 to 3 days, or you can freeze your stock into ice cubes or smaller containers and use it as you need it. Enjoy. Mwah.